Yes, people, welcome to another episode of the Barbershop Convo. Today, I'm with a legend in the game.
Mango's
I'm with one
legend.
of my brother. Bro, it's true, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're an award winner. You're an award winner barber, bro. Like, I don't feel like that's talked about enough, bro. But I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. So, like, I know you. Let everyone that's watching this know who you are.
Uh, cool. My name is Bruder Barber. I'm from Nord Green. I work in a barbershop called Ace Cut. Yeah, what else to say? I'm 31. It sounds like Tinder.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's like it's barbershop humor, man. Like honestly, I remember
Yeah,
my first time meeting you. Met you at like a barber convention, bro.
yeah,
Like
Barbershop, Great British Barbershop. Yeah,
that's the one, bro. I can't lie, bro. Like it's been mad love, bro. It's
yeah.
been mad love because
Mad
it,
long, mad long. Yeah, it's true.
bro. I'm
Um,
not gonna lie.
yeah. So what is how we met is basically it was a team called Barber DNA. And Anthony and Dames. I said, yo, let's get all the upcoming barbers and urban barbers come together and make a strong movement. You know what I mean?
For sure, because I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of barbers nowadays don't like to go to like barber convention. Like, you know what I mean? Which is like meeting new
Like,
barbers.
but you have to remember, look, I come from an old school barbershop, yeah,
Yeah,
called, called Ace Cuts, a guy called Ali, yeah?
yeah,
So you see the barbershop that you're working in, yeah, is Pepper and Steven, isn't it? Yeah, from
yes,
Diligence. And
yes,
Steven used to work with Ali in a barbershop in Southall called Macaroni's.
yes.
And what it is now, I come from a barbershop called Ace Cast Alley's. He never believed in these competitions to the old school thinking. Why am I
Mm,
getting other barbers to judge who I am and da da da? I am who I am. I'll cut hair good. My customers are happy. I make money. But to be honest with you, I started cutting hair at the age of 15, 16 in the
mm,
same barbershop. And my mentality was the same because I never had an older brother. I never had like a father figure X, Y, and Z. And he was my older brother and a father figure. So I had to move how he moves, come
for sure.
correctly, respectfully, everything. But what it was now, I wanted to break barriers because I wanted to show my skill to everyone. If I win a trophy, if I don't win a trophy, it's just to push barriers. That's what
It,
it was.
it does like because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like it's something so unique when you're on stage.
Yeah,
Like it builds a whole like you could be a very good barber in the shop, but
yeah.
on stage it's a whole different level,
100,
bro.
100. Look. The first time I went on stage with Great British Barber Bash in Liverpool, and yeah, first time going on stage, I crashed my car the same day.
Ooh,
I had to get a rental. So I picked up Barber Maroc, I picked up Barber Rocco, Brazy Fades, and we just jumped in one car and hand on heart, like we got into a car crash. And, yeah, man, we rented the car, went to Liverpool and met Anthony Dames for the first time. Anthony I know for a long time.
yes.
And we went on stage and extra barber was on stage with me. There was a lot of people. We were doing the fast fade. Hand on heart, my heart was coming out of my chest. my, I was thinking, bro, I know I can cut hair in 10 minutes or whatever the weather, but when you're on stage, time in the essence.
Oh, bro, you know what's crazy? Because I remember I was on stage one time, I think, Barber DNA, and it wasn't even a big stage, you know, it was kind
Yeah,
of like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
just having 20 people watch me cut hair, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, in this 20 people, there's maybe 10 barbers in there. So
Yeah,
every mistake I do, or even if it's not a mistake, let's say I fade a certain way,
yeah.
I feel judged by everybody.
Of course.
Oh,
100,
bro.
110%. But you know me, I've always been a class clown. I've always been an idiot in a sense. So when I'm showcasing my work, I make sure I'm having fun with it. You don't
Yeah,
like me, cool. You like me, cool. Like, bro, I'm here to make friends and family, good vibes and crack joke. Do you
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Because
That's
at
the
the end of the day, when you go to barber shows,
mm.
this is not what's spoken upon with other podcasts. There's ego involved. There's pride
Oh,
involved.
crash
Yeah,
of
you have
egos the
you
whole
have to
time.
remember. you have to remember we come from different backgrounds, but we love the same passion, and
We do.
we're here to earn money. But at the end of the day, I want to make friendship with you, so it's long lasting. So if I'm gonna make a barbershop, I first you come jump in with me, please, or X, Y, and Z, come jump with me. Or if you're busy one day, you can pass me a client. If I'm busy one day, I'll pass you a client. That's relationships.
You know what, right? When you look at it that way, that's how barbershop is. I've kind of been solid because nowadays you get barbers and like they're acting as if like, oh, like these clients can't allow to go to that barber
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
that you know, it's like it's crazy because if a client leaves you and goes to a different barber, that creates a space for another client to come to you. But it's crazy because barbers don't see it that way, you know?
Look, you have to understand. I've been cutting hair since the age of 15, 16, right?
Mm,
I'm 31 now, bro. And you have to remember, if I could keep every client, my clients would be here to Africa, to India, to Dubai, but you can't keep every client. And you have
yeah,
to
for
remember, there's
sure.
100 barbers. We cut hair in a different way. We see in a different way,
For
and it
sure.
comes down to preference. Do
That
you get what I mean?
literally, because
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen, like, I trained a guy one time, a few years ago. I trained one of a barber called Barber Ryan. I used to work with him in Hounslow.
yeah.
I remember he trained a client of mine, and the client started going to him after that because the client preferred it was a conversation, it was the same age group, it was so many different things that led to that client saying, I'd rather go to Ryan from now,"
Of course.
and it was all right. You
Well,
know what I mean?
look, at the end of the day, my bro, yeah, we you could be special in Afro hair. I could be specialized in pattern or whatever the web
Mm,
for. It's what we enjoy. Like today there's 100 tapers coming through. It's
mm,
annoying because I come from the era where there's Mohicans with patterns, hair colors, everything, creativity, cartoons in people's heads. Bro,
yes,
the majority of Afro clients I had, Afro Caribbean and all them things there, are
tapers.
having high tops, Shabarang clan. You understand?
It's completely different, bro. It's
Wicked.
like it's different. But
Yeah.
with that being said, though, like obviously you get how many days of what do you work in a week then?
So what I do Monday to Saturday. So back in the day, we used to do Monday to Saturday, but Wednesday half day and Sunday off
Yeah.
because every shop used to do Wednesday half day and Sunday off. So that
Wow.
was
What was that a thing then?
yeah. Back in the day, it was a thing because you have to remember,
Wow.
Mike already was a barbershop, where
Yeah.
Stephen was and Ali was. It was that rota.
Yes. It was there was a
Yeah.
specific everyone kind of know then. So like obviously you meet a lot of people now that like, oh, I don't have enough time to go on stage. I don't like I work 6 days because you work 6 days. Like what do you say to them then? Is he like,
Listen, I
like,
can look. The younger me would have been very abrupt and whatever. Hyper, said, "You're an idiot. You're chatting shit." Whatever, whatever. No, where it is. It's about you making time for yourself. Because every barber goes for a time period that you lose passion for cutting hair. Yeah,
yes,
like it or not. So
yes,
it's up to you how you bring it up. So if you have to go to a barber show to bring back your to a passion, so be it. Invest in your time because you invest in your tools. Why can't you invest in yourself?
man, like that's crazy because you do like maybe every 4 or 5 months, there's that break of about a week or two where going to work, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing it again. And because it's so repetitive, you go to work at
Yes.
10, you
Yes.
cut hair. Sometimes you get taper fades for 6 clients, 8 clients in a day. Everyone's getting taper fades. So
But
now you
plus,
finish that, you go home and then wake up the next day, you do it all over again.
yeah, but plus you have to remember it's your environment as well. It's your clientele. If you're gonna have 100 man screwing face and want to fight you ain't gonna love your job. You
Yes.
understand? It's your environment. If your boss is behind you, or the owner of the barbershop is behind you 24/7 on your head, you ain't gonna like it. But
No.
you have to remember now we got our own brands. We need to
Ye-
push our brands to come forward.
yes.
We are urban barbers. We need to move forward. Now you got when you go to academies or you go to barber schools, they're teaching you about skin fades. They're teaching you about this. Back in the day, they're not teaching you about razor or skin fade.
Bro, what? I went to Western College, bro. I was teaching my teacher how to do a skin fade because all she did was, or all she was teaching us was scissors cuts. And,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, so when we would get like, obviously, every week, every Friday, in West Ham College, then we have like a bunch of different people that will sign up and come
yeah,
in. And
yeah,
then when
yeah,
they would come, like they're like, "Oh, I want a skin fade." You know, no one knows how to do it. Not even the
mm
teacher knows how to do it.
mm.
So everyone goes, "Oh, but Kenneth is a barber. Kenneth works at Yankees." So now I'm in front of the
Oh
class
shit,
now,
Yankees,
teaching the
yeah,
class. Yeah, bro, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's where I came from. Yankees in Hounslow.
Yes,
You know,
yes. Jigga's
that's
brother and that.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yes,
That's where I
yes.
came from, man. In Hounslow,
Okay.
like, you know, so it's like it's been a long journey for me as well, like, you know, but I feel like one of the best things that I started to do was going to barber convention and you get to see like because when I got into barber, the idea was you could only make money from being a barber inside a shop.
Yeah.
Barber convention shows you otherwise. It shows
Nah,
you there's so many
for
routes
sure.
that barbers can take.
Look, at the end of the day, yeah, bro, we can sell products. We can sell ourselves. We can sell us. Like for me, whenever I ever have a barbershop of my own or whatever, I'm not gonna charge people to learn how to cut hair because I got taught
Yes,
for free.
for
And
facts.
in my head is charity as well, and in my head is good blessings.
It
Because at the end of
is,
the day, money comes and goes. Us barbers, our money ain't never stable. It's always going to be up or always going to be down. But
for
at the end of the
sure,
day, there's not a real benchmark. There'll be a it's not really an average here. But at the end of the day, you have to think: do you want the future generations to know you as the barber that overcharged me and extorted me, or a barber that wants to build a new generation?
for sure. Because that's something that you have to kind of think about, isn't it? Before going
Mm,
into,
100%.
obviously, you
100%.
you said you started at 15 or 16. Like, how did you become so fascinated that you thought to yourself, I want to go, this is what I want to do?
Look, bro, how I started my journey, I wanted to do something with myself. CVs, when I'm handing it to Lidl, Tesco's, WH Smith, they're not responding to me.
No.
I wanted to, because I come from a place where there's no money. Even if I was
Yeah.
to ask my mum and dad for money, it was hard, yeah? And it's not a typical story. It's the
Yeah.
truth, yeah? There's no money. And I wanted to make something of myself. So, and us Asians, we get bed quick. So so when I was taking my friends to the toilet and using disposable razor blades and trying to shape up their beards and doing chin straps and X, Y, and Z, and then you got my dad slamming the door. Hey, what you doing, boy? You doing drugs in the toilet? No, what you doing? What you doing? And then it turns out I'm making everyone look fresh. And then it turns out I started my original barber. I was doing better lineups than he was. And then I thought, okay, let's sort out the haircut. So every barbershop was scared to take me
Yeah.
because every trainee, once they learn, they run away.
For
So they
sure.
had that little trust issue. But I went to a barbershop called Ace Cuts, and he taught me before cutting hair about people skills. You can't go to an older gentleman
Mm.
and say, "Oh, well gone, bruv, you all right, yeah?" No, you have to say, "How you doing, sir? How's your day going? How's the family? X, Y, and Z." And told me about myself. He broke my confidence and built me up. Because when you're 16, all your friends are 16 or maybe older, and you think you're the dog's bollocks. And pardon my French, but really and truly, he broke my confidence and built me up again. So he taught me life skills about how to paint walls, how to do this, how to conduct myself in a proper manner, how to make tea and coffee. That's the foundations.
You know what? It's crazy because I like there's a saying that I once heard and it goes, it's easy to teach someone that don't know nothing something than it is to teach someone that think they know something. And it's
All day long.
crazy. Like it's crazy because that's like literally barbering, you know, like you get into like you see some people that learn from a different shop or they think they're good barbers and
Mm.
you want to teach them and they're like like you know, and bro, I'm 12 years into barbering and I still learn. I look at your post the other day. I see some of the designs that you do, bro. I'm fascinated just watching it because I'm thinking I could never do that. You know, I could
Yeah,
fade
don't
good.
say that. You
No,
can,
like,
man.
no, but it's true because is the truth is, of course, like if you put the effort in, you can pick up that skill. But
Yeah.
I have to learn that. For you, it comes so natural because this is skill that you have learned and you've built on over the years. So for me, 12 years in, it's something that I would have to say, okay, if the pattern comes back into style where you're getting like, let's say 8 clients in a day, 5 of them is getting patterns. This is
Yeah.
something that I would have to start learning again. But you know what I'm saying?
Look, you have to remember, fashion rotates, sir.
It
So
does.
back in the day, flares was a thing. Then tight jeans came around. Now it's flipping.
Baggies.
Flares are coming back again soon. Baggy jeans or whatever the weather. It's fashion. It
Yeah.
rotates. So at one point, people getting with the tapers, they were getting designs, little lineups. But
Yes.
there's no creativity because everyone's on Instagram is copying each other with this little lines. That's cool. Because back in the day, even ask Steven or ask Ali or Pekka, whoever, their inspirations come from tattoo books. They were coming from books for the hair and
Mm,
design.
yeah.
And it's to put your little spice and blend into it. But like back in the day, I might sound like an old timer, but I'm not. But when you're looking down the road and you see someone's pattern, you're like, oh, that's Drew's pattern or that's Frosty's pattern. Because there's that little trademark.
There is a trademark. You kind of
Like,
like, because it's just the same as haircuts. Like I see some people that I know the barber has fade them. Just by seeing that fade, I know that is my man's cut. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
hell.
yeah.
You can tell, man, it's amazing, bro. Like, and also like coming from like an Asian background, I would say there's that stigma with black people that go, "Oh, I like black guys to cut my hair or whatever." Like, I don't know if
I
you
heard
like.
that a lot. I heard
So,
that a lot.
how did you get a lot of Afro Caribbean clients to start realizing, bro, like I can fade just as good or even better than some of them. Like, how
One
did you
thing,
get that?
one thing, I say I'm coolie. Nah, what happened? What happened is, all jokes aside, you just show your skill. Every client is gonna look. Every client's always gonna be a bit nervous, no matter if you're black, white, blue, pink, whatever the weather. But
Yeah,
it's for you to show your skill. If you sit in my chair, I'm gonna do my best. If you don't, no problem. I hope you're the best.
for
Like
sure.
back in the day, Afro hair, people used to relax Afro hair.
Yes,
Yeah. So the old school gangsters, how you can put comb overs and doing this and doing that. I used to love it. Or if you have tight curls, how to loosen them up with S curls and loosen, and so you're not putting that much gel. So I had to learn every factor. It's like saying to an Afro barber, do you know how to use scissors?
yeah,
But Afro
yes,
barbers are starting to use scissors,
yeah.
sectioning hair. We
It's
as
it.
barbers, we learn about razor bumps. We learn about
Yes,
this. We learned about this. It's the aftercare. Do you know what I mean? It's about knowledge, and we got internet as advantage.
we do. Because
Yeah,
back in the days, like obviously, like people say to me nowadays, like, "Oh, bro, like why don't you make a course or a class online where you teach people how to do a certain hair and just post
yeah.
it?" And I go, bro, if you want to learn how to cut hair, there's YouTube. You can, whatever I can tell you, you can find 100 better video on YouTube. I know so many barbers like myself that grew up watching 360 Jeezy. You know,
Yeah.
if you go and type in how to do a skin fade, there's like 300 videos that you can find on YouTube. You know what I mean? That can show you how to do that haircut.
So before Instagram, I was been cutting hair before Instagram, and YouTube was just all about funny skits and funny videos. Right now, every
Yeah,
barber's doing videos about how to cut hair. There was an American barber called Jay the Barber, and he used to send DVDs to show you how to cut hair and this and that.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, Frost, my bro, us as a unit, we need to show the world this is what we can do. If you want to learn, come, let's do it. Look, that's why Barber DNA came about.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're trying to show the movement, the footprint, and I'm glad that we all come together. Look, you call me award-winning barber, yeah, I am, but I haven't won first place yet. It's all been second place and whatnot. And I know the hardest, the next step is to win that first
Be-
place, and the next competition is going to be the Great British Barber Bash in Penny Social that I'm going to be,
mm,
and then after that will be Afro Hair and Beauty.
right.
Yeah.
Where does the Afro
I just want to say goodbye.
Thank you. See you later.
Hello, how are you?
bye? Yeah,
There's another client. He's happy with his haircut.
that's it. That's an amazing time, man. This is barbershop, bro. We like it's a
Yeah.
community, bro. It's amazing. Like we like family to everyone.
100%. Look. I went to one show. Oh, not show. Sorry, it was a lecture by Level
Yeah,
3,
yeah,
and A Rod was there. Every bar was there, even HD cuts and whatnot. And one thing A Rod said, yeah, before you conquer the world, let's conquer our community. Let's conquer the city first before we take big steps. And if you walk down the road and no one's saying hello to you, you're doing something wrong.
you're doing something wrong.
You
You're doing
know what
something
I
wrong.
mean?
That's true though. That's true. Like, like even for me now, I don't even live in Ealing. I work in Ealing and I've been there for 2 years. But when
Yeah,
I walk through Ealing, I want to say hello to everybody. I go
yeah,
into different barbershops.
yeah,
I know barbers that don't want to go into a different barbershop. Bro, I'll go
yeah,
into the barbershop like, hey bro, you're right. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
cool. Just
yeah.
because like that's how you build that community.
100%, 100%, bro. 100%. Look, for example, like for you, instance, you and me, felt that connection with you when I first met you,
Yeah,
bro. It's easy to add someone on Instagram, but seeing face-to-face interaction, I'm old school. I'd rather chat to you face-to-face. There's no facade, and I had that emotional connection. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And I loved it because your vibe is like my vibe.
for
Like when you're in
sure.
a barber shop, cool. You have to calm down a bit, or whatever the weather. Or you go to shows, you calm down a bit. Like I'll tell you one story. I went to one dart. It was a dart competition. I was in the finals.
Yeah.
So it was four contestants. You had Gecko, you had the Smoke. Please I apologize for I forgot the other girl's name. And we and we was all trimming the same day, and Anthony was my model.
Mm.
And and then I was dancing like a lunatic. I was throwing the razor blade everywhere. I was in a circus class, and then after what happened now, I gave him the pattern, I gave him the design, whatever, and I got second place because the pattern and the design was still visible for the practice time.
Yes.
So what you don't understand, like some people, the shows that you go to win competitions, I'll give you a little hint to whoever's listening.
Yeah.
They don't, when you win or lose a competition, they don't. There's some people that won't tell you what this is the points, this is what you win, this is what you get points for, this is what you lose points for. Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to go to competitions to experience to learn the points. The point system.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So and then afterwards, I spoke to Anthony, and Anthony spoke to me like, "Yeah, congratulations and whatever." And I was over the moon, like I won the Grammys or something. I was over the moon.
Yeah.
I felt like yo, don't mess with me now. Man's a award-winning barber, you know. No, but to be honest with you, it's to get recognized is a good feeling. It's ego boosting, right? All
It
jokes
is.
aside, empathy. And but it molds you into a person. So when I spoke to Anthony as an older gentleman, and God bless him, he goes to me like, "Yo, you need to fix up in certain areas because you have to conduct yourself in a different way. It's cool to be the class clown, but people won't take you seriously."
Yes. I've come to understand that as well myself as a barber because for me, I used to be the loudest in the shop. When I'm in the
Yeah,
shop, Frost is in the shop because you could hear
yeah,
my voice from outside the shop. So,
yeah,
now I'm like, I want to kind of be reserved,
yeah.
like keep because the longevity of a barber is how reserved he can be.
Of course,
Like that's how you save your energy. Put your energy towards yourself and your client. Put your energy
hundred
towards
percent.
what matters. Because
Ali
sometimes,
goes, Ali goes to me, how clients gonna take your work seriously if you don't take yourself seriously?
yeah, oh, mate, that's true. It's true
Yeah,
because a lot of younger barbers nowadays, like, you see them come into the game, they come
yeah,
in and they somehow lose what makes them professional.
yeah,
Everyone wants to be a barber. Everyone wants to, if I'm a barber, I can do what I want. I could smoke at work.
yeah.
But you're losing the professional standard,
Look,
like,
at the end of the day, sorry to interrupt you. Look,
no,
you have to remember that all comes down to time and experience.
for
Because
sure.
I might sound like I know it all or whatever. Well, I don't. I'm learning. I'll be honest with you. As humans, we do slip up, but
Yeah,
we have to still get back on that horse and do what you need to do. Like with kids coming up here, 16, 14, whatever the weather, they are gonna act like kids because that's what they are.
for
So
sure.
they are gonna learn experiences later on. But I had to learn the hard way because I
Mm,
lost clients for being an idiot. I lost clients for not dressing well. I lost clients for not smelling good. Or I lost clients for doing all sorts. Like anything under the book. I tell you, anything in the book that not to do in barbering, I will sign it for you because I'm the one that did all of it.
Mm. Because you know it's crazy. When I left Hounslow, I went to Sylvester's Barbershop in Ealing, and I spoke to Mr. Sil one day, and we're having a convo, and he goes, Kenneth, you're very, you're a very nice person. You're a young barber. I like to see what you're doing. He goes to me, but there's one problem, and I go to him like, what is it? He goes, when you talk, you need to understand that everybody is listening. You know, it goes, everybody's listening. It goes, they might not talk back to you. They might not act as if, hey, like, I heard what you said, but they are listening. And ever since then, my perspective of barbering, changed in terms of swearing in the shop. Like,
Yeah,
using foul languages, talking
yeah,
about certain conversations, and, like, I had to learn how to be people friendly. Because
yeah.
that's one skill that people don't tell you when you go into barbering is you need a people skill. You need a
100,
people skill. Then
110%.
you need your self skill.
Yeah,
Like watch the room. Like when you talk, if I'm talking to you as my client, I need to watch his client. I need to watch his
yeah.
client. I need to watch her client. I
Yeah,
need to watch everybody's client, and I need to watch who's even waiting in the waiting area.
of course.
Like, and that's important, bro. Like it's
100.
important.
It's like not to have an empty conversation. Make
Yeah,
sure it's proper. Oh, what? You saw that girl, yeah? X, Y, and Z, or do the. No, bro. Like, how to build up your credit score, how to get a mortgage, how many guarantors may I need, or what is the interest rate? That's the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
That's the
Like
conversation. Because in school, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, they didn't teach us about credit scores. They didn't teach us about saving, money management. But
no.
we're in a barbershop. There's no excuse now.
There's no, bro. You're meeting people that your age that are doing stuff either below you that you can give advice to get to you, or people that are doing stuff like that you want to get to, and you're
Yeah,
trying to get knowledge on how to get there. And it's like sometimes I could be talking to you about, hey, bro, like how do you think I can get a credit card?
yeah,
And we're having this
yeah,
convo, and his client chimes in and go, oh, bro, like, like, yeah, you can
yeah,
do that
yeah,
way, but
yeah.
you can also do this way. And sometimes as men, we all learn it off each other, and a barbershop is a safe space for us to kind of be able
Of
to
course.
talk to each other, learn from each other, and sometimes you get egos in the barbershop, when that
Yeah,
happens where you as a barber, you're talking to a client and you can feel like there's or an ego might clash. How do
yeah.
you kind of like, like put a line right where the line needs to be, or how do you kind of like settle everyone's ego and
Look, at the end of the day, when you build, you have to see the foundations, right? When you have a barber shop and you got other barbers there, you
yeah,
have to remember if the barber conducts himself properly or his clientele won't clash with your clientele because of X, Y, and Z or whatever, whatever. And then, say for example, everything's all well good, but there's ego in the room.
yeah,
You read the room. You read the room. Say, yo, oh, if everyone's getting on a hot headed, oh what? Did you see the football last night? Did you see the boxing? Bro, I tell you for free, yeah. I don't like football to save my life, but I'm there in the barber shop, yeah, and I'm chatting the most weird stuff. Oh, what did you see? I know, like Pikachu beat up Charizard last night. Like you're just doing the most, like you
because
doing the most.
it releases that tension. Because I rather that, because I rather a situation where people might go, oh, like, oh, Kenneth is, like is a funny guy or whatever, like,
Yeah,
than to be, oh, he's always serious, it's always this. But
yeah.
like that's it's in a way it's one of the best ways that I feel like I've
Wicked.
kind of developed my skill, and I feel like every barber is different in that way and in their own respective of how they approach certain things.
Look, at the end of the day, you have to be humble. You need to look. You could be the best barber alive, like the
Mm.
dogs pull us, whatever, whatever. But if you got a screw face and you got a bad attitude, they're not coming back to you, bro. There's times that I was learning how to cut hair. I was learning how to cut hair, and my boss put me on the deep end. And what saved me in the haircut was a conversation and how silly I was being.
Yeah,
And he's still a client to this day.
man, it's crazy because like obviously we're like pretty much like at the end of this podcast, which I think is such an amazing like
Thank
things
you.
that I've kind of like learned as well. Like a lot of things about how like going on stage. Like there's little pointers that you said. But one thing that you said earlier is that you can gain points for certain things when you're on stage, and you can also lose points. Can you like obviously for someone that's won multiple awards in a barber, how have you managed to like understand what the points are? So for you, can you give us an example of
Look, Frost,
where
you
you
have to
can drop points?
Frost, you have to remember. For me, I get disheartened a lot when I don't
Mm.
win or I don't get recognized. A lot of barbers and myself get disheartened. Oh, what? I didn't do cut hair good enough, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that. It's not that. It's what the barbers that are judging you are looking for on the day. You have to remember it's the cleanliness, how clean you made the bold line for the skin fade. With your razor work, did you make that your model bleed? You lose points. Enhancements. So did you put I don't know 245 on his hairline and kiss and whatever ink you may use the hairline enhancement. Did you use color in his hair? Did you put color pencils, the hair pencils by level 3? Sponsor me. But yeah, or did you bleach his hair? Is his hair healthy? Or did you style his hair? And in the fast fade, most times you got 15 to 20 minutes fast fade to do
Wow.
the most bangers haircut, the most bangers haircut. And then for creativity, I believe is 25 to 30 minutes, yeah, at most. And so that you have to do the whole haircut plus a all nice little pattern design.
Wow. In how long? In like a 40 minutes?
So 40 minutes most, but really and truly, it's only 30 minutes max.
Wow. So like, and all this time while you're there doing the haircut, you still kind of have to talk to the audience, isn't it?
Well, that's some cases, some cases. So when I was on the under stage, they gave you points and deducted points if you didn't know how to speak on the mic properly. Yeah, because you can't be on the
Mm.
mic like, yo, testing 1, 2, 3. My name is Guru. No, you have to say, yo, I'm using Andes products. I'm using the GTX. Uh, Now I'm putting in the guideline, or now I'm gonna put the finishing touches. It's the way how you portray yourself, and it's just selling. Because remember, competitions are businesses.
Yes, for
They
sure.
don't want someone. They don't want someone to represent their product, and you don't know how to represent the product properly.
Yes.
That's the
I've
honest
seen
truth.
you. I've seen you on stage in what Clipper brand? It's a small up and coming Clipper brand.
Start.
Dot.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Like I used one of their clippers, and I thought it was very, very good. Like, like is that still a brand that you're still an ambassador for?
No, so I'm not ambassador with them anymore because it was only like a year contract or whatever.
Yes, yes,
But
yes,
I'm trying to open myself into different products and different stuff, so I get experiences part of learning.
yes,
And how Dart is, they give everyone to anyone an opportunity. Like
yes,
most Instagrammers, they companies, they want they want they want you to have certain amount of people on Instagram, certain this or certain that.
said that.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
but really and truly, like you see, like Wall, Ali was meant to be ambassador for Wall because he was to test out the products and cut a few
yes,
whatever. And they said, "Oh, be ambassador, be part of the ambassador." And the old school lot, they said, "Wow, you're not making me money from being ambassador. I'm spending money coming to you."
yes,
But
pretty much.
it's everyone's got an end product, everyone's got an end goal, it's whatever you want.
Yes, for
But
sure,
me
man,
personally, I would love to be with Wall. I would love to be with Anders. I'd love to be any big brands because it will mold me into a different person.
for sure.
It's not
So
about money. It's about
it's not.
experience.
It's about
It's
that
about
experience.
experience.
So for most young guys, like for most like young Asian guys coming out that wants to go into barbering, but they're kind of nervous because they feel like it's they might not be as successful, they might not find a fruit in it. Like, what is the one piece of advice that you can say to them? Because that is a step that you have taken, and also
Look,
people looking to go into like stage barbering, competitive barbering. What is the one advice that you can give them?
okay, cool. Barbering, first of all, it's not about making money, yeah? When you go into barbering, it's about passion. It's about building your clientele and making your money there. It's to be a better person. Now, stage work is a whole different game because you've
Yeah,
got 100 million people watching you, and
yeah,
and then you get paranoid as a person. Oh, what? They're waiting for my slip up. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Am I doing? It's about you being you. If you enjoy stage work like myself, do it, kill
For
it.
sure.
But remember, even if you don't, just at least do it once in your life to have experience. Say, I did it.
Yes, that's true, man. But now, like, like I want to say thank you very much, Barber Guru, for
My bro,
obviously
first
taking
fade.
time to come on this podcast. Like, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the gems
Nah,
that you're
man, I
dropping.
appreciate you, bro.
Bro, honestly, like when I first thought of this idea, I was thinking I need to get you on here. I was thinking, what time would you be available? Like, it's amazing to say that you're actually finally on this podcast. I would love to, get you more on here, like closer to the hair shows or after one of the air shows, so we can talk about the experience of that show and what it's like, and share some pictures, some insights, and stuff like that.
Okay, I got a question for you before you let me go.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah? You and me, we need to do a collaboration. You
Yeah.
do the haircut, I'll put in the pattern, and we show it in the show on the day.
For sure, bro. Like I'm down for that. This is
Done.
this is the thing. I'm
Done.
down for that, bro. So
Done.
whenever you got a show like that, I would love to do that, bro.
Done.
I would love to do that.
Let's keep it moving. Let's do it.
Then, so everyone that's tuning in and is watching this, bro, there's something big coming up. Me and Baba Guru, we're gonna be on stage then because once it's been in the air, it has to happen. So it's just a matter of time and finding the right getting the right connection to the stage, and it's definitely going to happen. But the key message for this episode is Rome was not built in a day, but there was laying bricks every hour. So that means that like where you are right now, you can just keep learning, you might not get to where you need to get to within a minute, but within this minute, you've learned something new. Within the next minute, you learn something new, which ultimately leads you to your final goal, in life. So if you're watching this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. For any sponsors that want to hit us up, you can message me on our email, hello@frostpage.com. And yeah, like Guru, can you let the people know like where they can find you? What's your
Uh,
email,
my,
Instagram?
my name is Guru the Barber. Cutting hair for 15 years. Come check me at Ali Hayes Cuts Nord Green, UB24JD. And if you want to hit me up on Instagram, and let's make it work.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
thank you for space.
Anytime, Baba Guru.
My broski. All
Love,
right, I
respect.
love.